Hi. Hey, Tina. How are you? Hello and welcome. How are you doing today, Tina? Alfredo. Hello. Jack. Hello. Big B is back and harassing me. Alfredo says NBNP, which is my backyard national park. Jack says, hi, Molly. Alfredo says, hey, Tina. Alfredo says, Jack. Ryan, hi. Ryan says, hi. Jack says, hi, Alfredo. Alfredo says, hello, Ryan. Addison. Sir Bonks-a-Lot says, Molly with love. Tina says, hi, Alfredo. Ryan says, hello. How are you guys doing today? Jack says, Sir Bonk, hi. Tina says, I was just singing A Whole New World. A whole new world. I won't torture you with my singing much longer. Alfredo says, haha, good one, Molly. You caught well. Thank you. Tracy, hey, Tracy. Tracy says, hey, Molly. Today we have bees and wasps. So I'm not so fond of the wasps. The bees, as long as they mind their own business, they're welcome to stay. Stephen, hey, whoop whoop, hey Molly, says Stephen. How you been, Stephen? Haven't seen a whole lot of you lately. Jack says, hey Stephen. Tina says, I'm going to a graduation. There is going to be a slip and slide with water and there'll be cake. Oh, that is so cool, Tina. Have a great time. Russ is here, otherwise known as BGN Aquariums. He says, hi, Molly. Sorry I missed you saying you were going live. Here now, though. Russ, you are all good, my brother. You are all good. I appreciate you being here. Fishing Geek, otherwise known as Dylan, says, good afternoon. Good to see you, Dylan. Appreciate you stopping by. Jack says, Tracy, hi. Joe Wrestling. Hey, Joe. How are ya? Joe says, hi, Mom Dog. Tracy says, hi, Jack. Steven says, I've been doing well. Seem like the YouTube hasn't been letting me know when people are live. Same, Steven. I get absolutely nobody that goes live I get notifications for. I just have to creepily stalk people to see if they're live. Steven says, hi, Jack. Fun, Funny, Happy. I love that name. Says hi. Hey, Fun, Funny, Happy. Hello and welcome. Dylan says, I don't get notifications either. YouTube needs to get their act together because, I mean, this is how they make money. Makina, am I saying that right? Says hi. Hello and welcome. Little Red, hey. Did somebody say slip inside and birthday cake? Birthday cake emoji, smile emoji, hand wave, hand wave, hand wave, hand wave, hand wave. Hey, Little Red, good to see ya. Sanal says, hello, Mom Dog Molly. Thank you for dropping in, Sanal. I really appreciate you. Kage, hey, there you are. Good to see you, Kage. Thanks for dropping in. Kage says, meow. Philly Wonka, aka Stuff. Says supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Well said, Phil. Well said. Big B, please, please go away. Please go away. Little Red, wait, did I miss something here? Little Red says, hello, family. Hello, Sister Molly. Smiley face, wave, 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 wave. Steven says, I've been missing all my usual people. Aw, you know what? I missed you too, Steven. I've been missing seeing your graduation cake. Graduation cake is the best. So good to see you, girl. So good to see you, girl. I kind you. I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate you. Paul says, hi, Mom Dog. Good to see you, Paul. Good to see you. How are you? Sanal says, hello, Stephen and everyone. Little Red says, double tap the screen to love the stream, family. Thank you, Little Red. Appreciate you. Tina says, hi, Sanal. How are you doing? Tracy says, looks lovely there today. How is Dr. Evil? Dr. Evil is ornery. Mary! Mary's here. Mary is awesome. I don't know what link you posted there, Mary, because I'm on mobile, but I appreciate it. Whatever link that is, I trust it. You guys should visit it. Phil says, hi, chat family. Steven says, Sanal, hi. Tina says, lagging. Mary says, Nicole has membership. Oh, no way. Oh, I'm so getting one. Little Red says, need my hands, but I'm here. Appreciate you, Little Red. I appreciate your support. You're so wonderful. Little Red says, kind you, I meant love you. Sorry. Love you too, Little Red. Love you too. Mary says, popping in to say hi. I'm going to go to work. I will join you as soon as my stream is over. 279 subs. Wow. You know what? I should have named this The Road to 300. Lucas, hello and welcome. Lucas says, what favorite animal or pet? Oh, I love all animals so much that it's hard to pick a favorite. It really is. I would have to say all of them. Mary says, the grind with Nicole, get monetized. She has memberships. Awesome. You guys, this lady who Mary's link is posting the link for, she is really awesome. Just got monetized. Please show her some love. Grab a membership if you can. Appreciate it. Paul says, am okay. Thank you, Mom Dog. How are you? I'm doing good, Paul. Glad to see you. Thank you for coming in. Lucas says, can you do bark and meowing vocals? Is funny. Woof. Woof, woof, meow. That's the best I can do. Kage says, Molly, you'll hit 300 today for sure. I don't know. I lost a couple of subs overnight. I have so few, it's noticeable. But, I don't care. I'm just glad to be here with you guys. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you guys, and I just love hanging out with you guys. Phil says, I subbed to Makina and Tracy. Thank you, Phil. Also, if we can please, somebody post Philly Wonka, aka Stuff, post his link. We need to get him to 50 subs so that he can go live. And I want to do a double stream with him. So please, if we can get his subs up to 50, I'd really appreciate that. So if somebody could post his link for me, please. Philly Wonka, aka Stuff, you could probably do that. Steven's laughing. Lucas says, bark like a dog. Big dog, please. Nah, that's the best impressions I can do. Reneghost says, hey. Reneghost, hey, how are you? Good to see ya. Thanks for dropping in. Little Red says, we love you so much, Sister Molly. You are so sweet. Thank you. Right back at you, girl. Mary says, they are buying memberships now, Kage. Yes, good. I'm getting one right after the stream. Mary says she did a little video. Oh, cool. Jeff, hey, how you doing? Jeff says, hi, Mom Dog. Tina says, meow. Renego says, all good, thanks, hope you're well. Thank you, I'm glad to hear that you're well. Jeff says, hi, everyone. Tracy says, sub back, Philly. Thank you, Tracy, I appreciate that. Little Red says, hi, Brother Jeff, so good to see you. Stephen posted a link. Is that Phil's link? I can't see the links on mobile. Jeff says, hi from Scotland. You're from whereabouts in Scotland, Jeff? I have a really good friend that comes in sometimes from Scotland. Kage says, I really want to buy one live. I really want to buy one live. You want to buy a live? Am I reading that wrong? Tina says, Molly, so glad to see you're well. Oh, thank you, Tina. I'm glad you're well as well. Steven says, Phil's link. It looked like Phyllis. Oh, that's a good one, Phil. You should do something with Phyllis. Claire, hey, hello and welcome. Claire says, hi. Phil says, Molly, it's mine. What's yours? Tina, I'm a tactician. That sounds dangerous. I hope you stay safe. Kage says, I want to buy a membership live. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I gotcha, Kage. Renego says, 2 shake of a lamb's tail, be right back. Got food on the way. I hope you enjoy that food and I appreciate you. Specs! Hey, Specs, how the heck are ya? Thank you so much for dropping in. Kage says, it's more fun that way. Specs says, hi, Kage. Kage says, hey, Specs. Stuff says, the link Paul posted was mine. Oh, okay. You can have it then, Phil. Fine. Specs says, Tina, little bestie. Tina says, hi, Maribel. Did I miss someone? I am so sorry if I missed someone. Did I miss someone? Kage says, how are you today, Specs? Yeah, that's a good question. How are you today, Specs? Addison, aka Sir Bonks-a-Lot, says, you're well said. Well said. Specs says, I'm great. How are you, Kage? Good to see you, friend. Specs says, it's just beautiful there. I love the scenery. Well, thank you. Yeah, I like it. Other than, I don't know if you guys can hear the cars going by and the road out there, but it's very peaceful. And in fact, when I came out here to start the live stream, there was a little chipmunk. Little chipmunk coming up looking for the peanuts that I've been putting out for him. Of course, I'm out of them, but... Stuff says, Molly, someday I'll change my name to Phyllis Awesome. There you go. That's awesome. I like that one. I like that one. When you could change your name, you should totally do Phyllis Awesome. That's awesome. Spec says, hi. Tina says, Maribel is so glad to see you. Who's Maribel? What did I lose? Or what did I miss? Kage says, I'm doing pretty good, Specs. Good to see you too. It's always good to see you, Specs. I'm so glad you dropped in. Specs says, you too, Tina. Lola and Dakota say hello. Oh, are these pets? If they're pets, I love pets. Specs says, I have been trying to not just watch more lives, but remember to chat in them. I know I creep out on people. I just kind of creepily lurk sometimes. I'll leave a like. Sometimes I forget to say hi at all. So, Try. Hey, Try. Yahoo, Mom. How's you? Hey, how are you? I'm good. Like number 14. Wow, appreciate you. Appreciate you. Hey, Spec. Spec says, Spec says, hi, Try. Try says, finally caught you live. You did. Congratulations and welcome. Kage says, hi, Try. Specs is giving love. Appreciate you. Billy. Hey, Billy. How are you? Billy says, hi, Molly. Oops. Billy, if I just timed you out, I'm so sorry. That's not what I meant to do. Try says, hi, Specs Appeal. Tina says, I got a lightning bolt on camera. Oh, that is awesome. I'll have to check that out. Try says, hi, Kage Gaming. Tina says, it was calming. That would just be so sweet. Steven says, hit the like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you, Steven. Appreciate you. Tina says, Joe's nickname. Oh, okay. Okay, appreciate you. Uh-oh, am I really far behind on the chat? I'm sorry, guys. Samuka. Salve like. Not sure what that means, but hello and welcome. Mariah, hey, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. Samuka is waving. Appreciate that. Billy says, I finally made it to one of your lives. You did. Hello and welcome. Oh, how cool is that? I got 17 people in here and 17 likes. That is awesome. I appreciate you guys so much. Specs Appeal says, hi, Stephen. Maribel is my bestie nickname, and I love it. I do like that name, Maribel. That is cool. Kage says, Specs, I'm sorry I've been missing your lives. Hold on, Big B. Please go away, Big B. Okay. Specs Appeal says, Tina, picked it and I think it's so beautiful. I call Lola Maribel too sometimes now. Mariah says, hi, bestie Kage. Kage says, Maribel, I love it. Steven says, hi, Specs. Trey is giving love and hugs. Appreciate that. I love love. Samuka says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to you as well. Thank you for coming. We appreciate it. Alfredo says, Specs. Specs says, no way. Don't ever be sorry, Kage. They're just for fun, but I love it whenever you show up. It makes me smile. Yeah, we love Kage. Kage's such a great guy. And speaking of great guys, please don't forget to sub to my friend Phil. We want to get him up to 50 subs so that he can go live. Kage says, hey, Mariah. Tina says, I might have to show you the character Maribel. Spec says, yes, Lola and Dakota are my dogs. Oh, that's precious. I love dogs. I love all animals, actually. Samuka says, I am from Brazil. Wow. I'm so honored that you came to visit. Try says, just editing my next premiere and gonna hear you too. Oh, cool, Try. I appreciate you. Appreciate you hanging out. Spec says, Alfredo. Billy says, I'm good, and you? I'm good. Good. Having trouble catching up on chat, but other than that, I'm doing pretty good. Kage says, aw, Specs, you make me smile too. Yeah, we love Specs. Specs says, hi, Billy Bob. Steven says, I'm just a creep in my barrel peeking through the bunghole watching people. I knew bunghole was a word. I have a whole story about that, but I'm going to try and catch up on chat here first. I used to call my brother a bunghole. I am so sorry I can't pronounce your name from Moscow, but welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're well. Kage says, hey, Billy Bob. Alfredo says, Dobra note. Is that French? Kage says, hey, Steven. Kage says, hey, Alfredo. Troll Slayer, hey, good to see you. Troll Slayer says, hello, Mom Dog. Troll Slayer says hi to everyone. Billy says hello, everyone. Samuka is given the not peace sign. Is that the peace sign? Or bunny heads? Steven says, Kage, hi. Alfredo says, hey, Kage. Tina says, well, I have to create a post. That's a good idea. The posts are always good ideas. Specs says, hello, LOL, I accidentally pushed the wrong buttons all the time. They are so close together. Aren't they, though? Kage says, Slayer, hello. Specs says, yay, Tina, I will look for your post. Larry, oh my goodness. Uncle Larry is here. Uncle Larry says, hello, Mom Dog. How are you? Good to see you here, Larry. Specs says, that's so cool, Tina. I can't wait to see the lightning. Me either. Kage says, 17 people. I never have 17. Well, I've only, it fluctuates. They come in, they're like, yay, trees. Okay, I'm over it. And they move on. Troll Slayer says, hello, Kage, and I don't know how to pronounce this. Kage, please forgive me. Noctum? Samuka? Using emojis, cool. Specs says, hi, when Larry sings, it's great to see you as always. Specs Appeal is laughing. Try says, I'm just here hearing. Appreciate you, Try. Russ says, hi, everyone. Just been making some burgers. Oh, Russ, I hope you're making enough for everybody. Try says, editing my upcoming vlog the same time. Okay, you're good. You're good. Appreciate you hanging out. Jamal. Hey, Jamal. How you doing? Mom Dog, do you have a pug? Actually, I used to. I'm so sorry, guys. My mouth is so dry. Hang on, let me get a drink here real quick. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I have a video, and it's actually my only video, of my dog. She did pass away 5 years ago, but she was a part chow, part pug, part lab, and part cocker spaniel. And she looked like a beagle. And she sounded like a beagle. but she was a real good, real wonderful dog. I recommend that video. She did some pretty cool tricks. So yeah, I did kind of have a pug. Steven says, BGN, I'm showing up for dinner. Right, Steven? Mary says, I am leaving you running on my computer, but I have to go to work now. Oh, thank you, Mary. Mary, be safe, and after my live, I'll see you. If you're still here, I'm probably really far behind on chat. Bev says, hey, Mom Dog, how are you? I'm great. It's good to see you, Bev. How are you? Tina says, that's Chrome, the character that Joe's about to see. Steven says, Mary, Bev, hi. Samuka says, I am fine, and you? I'm glad to hear that you're fine. I'm great. Are you in this place now? In this forest? Yes, this is actually, and if you can see right here, you can see the railing of my porch here, my back porch. I'm gonna break this thing off the stand. This is actually my backyard. Try is giving hugs. I love that. Billy says, hello, Mary. Phil says, have a good day, Mary. Samuka laughing. Bev says, hey, Steven. Mary says, who? Samuka is giving bunny heads. Kage says, Lola and Dakota are beautiful. Samuka is using emojis. Samuka says KKKKK. Big B is back. 1 second. No, that's a large wasp. Oh, please keep going. And we're back. Mary says, Philly, get some more shorts up. YouTube will ask for them to let you go live. Ah, that's a good suggestion, Mary. That's a real good suggestion. And I mean, like all that stuff that you put on TikTok, just put that on YouTube. And you'll be good to go, Phil. Troll Slayer is from Canada. Woohoo! Awesome. I love you. I love my Canadian neighbors. Also, low-key, I want one of y'all to adopt me. Bev says, hey, Mary. Alfredo says, Russian Dobra Note, good night. Oh, I'm so sorry. Good night, Alfredo, if you're still here. I hope I didn't miss you. Sanal says, hello, Troll Slayer. Phil says, will do, Mary. Good boy, Phil. Mary says, hi, everybody. Going to work now. Have a fantastic day. Troll Slayer says, hello, Sanal. Bev says, hey, Sanal. Whoa, I'm really behind. Sanuka's given love. Steven says, have a great day, Mary. Sanal says, how are you, Mom Dog? I'm good, other than not being really behind on the chat here. Steven says, Sanal, troll. Sanal says, hello, Steven and Joe. Sanal says, oh no, sorry to hear, Mom Dog. Steven says, so a mutt. Yeah, she was a mutt. Cute dog anyways. Thank you. I appreciate you. I loved her. She was just the best. Terry! Terry! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. How are you? Phil says, Mom Dog, I remember her. Yeah. Actually, Phil knew my dog, Isa. Phil met Phil in the mirror one day. You know, Phil met Isa in real life. She was such a good dog. Wasn't she a sweetheart? Alfredo says, very sorry, Molly. That's devastating. Thank you. Appreciate that. Samuka says, where is this forest? It's very beautiful. This is in Michigan. Bev says, hey, Terry. Did I miss? Oh, yep, there's Terry. I said hi to Terry. Going crazy. Alfredo says, my backyard national park. That's right, Alfredo. This is my backyard / national park. Terry says, hey, Bev. Steven says, Michigan, Samuka, which is correct. This is Michigan. Sanal, hello, Bev. How are you? Bev says, I'm okay, thanks. Bev says, I'm okay, thanks, Sanal. How are you? Sanal says, doing well, Mom Dog. I noticed something strange happening with YouTube. Me too. Sanal says, message retracted. Samuka says, hi, at Steven. Sanal says, doing well, Bev. Thank you for asking. Sanal says, hello, Samuka. Steven's given the thumbs up. Samuka's given love. Sanal said, Samuka subscribed. Thank you, Sanal. I appreciate that. Sub up to everybody, guys. Sub up to everybody. Steven says, troll, bring me a moose knuckle from your lands. Troll, bring me a moose knuckle from your lands. Okay, Steven, what's moose knuckle? Bev says, sub to you, Philly. Appreciate you, Bev. Thank you so much. Sue! Hey, Sue. How you doing? Sue says hi to Bev. Alfredo says hi to Sue. Sue says hi to Steven. Bev says hi to Sue. Phil says, Bev, thanks. Sue says Alfredo. Steven says hi, Sue. Sue says hi to Philly. How far back am I? Gary! Hey, Gary / old time is in the house. Actually, you know what? Gary, your chipmunk, when I first came out here to start the live, he was on the porch and he was yelling at me because I'm out of nuts. I mean, unsalted peanuts, aka peacock nuts. That's what me and Mary call them, peacock nuts, unsalted peanuts that are intended for wild animals. So he was, but we had an argument and he left. Let's see, how far behind am I here? Sanal is saying hi to Gary. Russ is saying hi to Gary. Sanal says, you're welcome, Mom Dog. Gary says hi to Sue. Bev says hi to Gary. Jacob, hey. Hey, Jacob. Hello and welcome. Jacob says hi to Mom Dog. Hi to everyone. Gary says hi to Russ. Gary says hi to Bev. Bev says hi, Jacob. Sanal says, Stephen, I might tell Nightbot that you're naughty. If you've seen Stephen around, he is a little bit naughty, but that's why we love him. Alfredo says, hello, Jacob. Bev says, sub to you, old time, which old time is also Gary. So that if you hear me say Gary, that's old time. Bev says, sub to you, Jacob. Appreciate you guys subbing to each other. Also, please sub to Philly Wonka, aka Stuff. He's trying to get to, or I'm trying to get him to 50 subs so he can go live. Phil says, Jacob, I just subbed to you. I really enjoy I really like your channel. Thank you, Phil. Appreciate you. Bev says, sub to you, Alfredo. Appreciate you guys subbing to each other. I really do. Samuka says, I'm really annoyed now. Good live stream and a hug to everyone. I'm sorry that you're annoyed. You want to talk about it? If I ever catch up with chat. Alfredo says, thanks, Bev. Sub back. Gary says, I'd be upset too. Did I miss something? I probably missed something. I'm so sorry, guys. Someday I'll be good at catching up with chat, keeping up with chat. Phil says, aka Stuff, says, Molly, I'm a salty nut. Yes, I know, Phil. Sanal says, hello, Alfredo and Philly. Bev says, thanks, Alfredo. Mudlarks, hey, well, hello and welcome. West Country Mudlarks is here. West Country Mudlarks says, hi, momdog72. Hello, everyone. Hello and welcome. So good to see you. Alfredo says, Beverly. Steven says, Sanal. Nightbot knows I'm naughty. Very true. Very true. Nightbot's familiar with his antics. Alfredo says, hello, Sanal. Alfredo says, hello, West Country. Russ says, looks like a lovely day there today, Molly. It is, Russ. It's nice and there's just a slight breeze. It's not too warm. I pissed off a chipmunk. Sanal says, hello, West Country. West Country Medlark says, hey, Alfredo. Steven says, Molly knows all about my barrels. West Country Medlark says, hi, Sanal is all about freedom. Sue says, connected to you, Philly. Appreciate you, Sue. Thank you. Proud Nana. Hello and welcome. Looks like you're from Canada. Appreciate you being here. Good day to you as well. Sanal says, Steve is laughing at Stephen. Ha ha ha. We are, Stephen, we're not laughing at you. We're laughing next to you. Proud Nana says, Sanal, I see you. Mariah, hey. Mariah says, how is everyone? Lady Sky, hey, good to see you. Lady Sky says hi to everyone. Sanal says, hello, Mariah. Sue says, West Country, hi. West Country Mudlark says, good this end. Hope you're well at Mariah. Mudlark says, hey, Lady Sky. Sue says, BGN, hi. Mudlark says, hey, at Bev. Steven says, hi, all. Bev says, hi, Lady Sky. Sanal says, hello, BGN. BGN says, hi, Sue. Dean, hey, good to see you. Dean tapping in. Appreciate you, Dean. Philly Wonka, a.k.a. Stuff, says, hi, Sanal. Lady Sky says, hi, West Country Mudlarks. Mudlark says, good to be here, momdog72. Glad to have you. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Lady Sky says, hi, at Bev. Bev says, sub to you, Lady Sky. That's wonderful. I appreciate it. I love it when you guys sub to each other. I almost said when you sub to yourselves, but it wouldn't really do any good to sub to yourself because you already know what you put up. Anyway, Troll Slayer says, double tap your phone screen. It gives likes. Thank you, Troll Slayer. I appreciate you. Lady Sky says, thank you, Bev. Phil says, I may go up to the lake and take some video. Oh, you should. You should. You should, Phil. That would be awesome. Which lake? Lake Michigan? Because that's my lake. You stay out of my lake, Phil. I'm just kidding. Bev says, sub to you, real Dean. Thank you, Bev. Appreciate you guys subbing each other. Troll Slayer. Proud Nana is my wife, mom dog. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I got a whole couple in here. I appreciate you guys. Steven says, laugh at me or with me. It don't matter as long as y'all laugh. You know what? I'm with you, Steve. I really am. As long as everybody's laughing, I don't care. Mudlark says, hey there, Troll Slayer. Proud Nana says, I came from Sanal's channel and Troll Slayer is my husband. That is so awesome. I appreciate you. Troll Slayer says, hello, West Country. Steven says, Troll, bring me a moose knuckle. What is a moose knuckle, Steven? Sanal says, Steven. Steven says, Sanal. Sanal says, here is your moose knuckle, Steven. Steven is laughing his ass off. Russ says, don't forget to like and subscribe to this wonderful lady. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate you. And now I shall celebrate by taking a drink. Wow, 32 likes. Holy crap. Thank you, guys. Lady guy. I think I read that before you could retract it, Russ. It's the next step from a camel toe. Oh! I should have known it was something like that, Stephen. Kage said, why are we talking about moose knuckles? Because I didn't know what it was. Stephen's laughing at Kage. Tracy says, Lady Guy. That was pretty funny. That was pretty funny. Bev says, hey, Tracy. Tracy says, Russ is still thinking about the Bangkok. Yeah, you be careful out there in Bangkok. Russ says, subscribe to this amazing lady, guys. Thank you, Russ. I appreciate you. And I knew what you meant, but still, it was hilarious. And thank you for typoing. Kage says, I thought it was camel toe for guys. Okay, then. Russ is laughing. Tracy's waving at Bev. Steven is laughing his ass off. Next is an elephant toe. You know what? I don't want to know anymore. You know what? Just, I don't know, and I'm okay with that. I'm more than okay with that. Bev said, just subbing to you, Tracy. Appreciate you, Bev. Appreciate you. Steven says, no, Kage, it's all about the females. Mudlark says, LOL, Kage. Sanal says, hello, Tracy. Russ says, sorry. Russ, you're all good. You're all good. Tracy says, hi, everyone. Mudlark says, hey there, Tracy. Phil, aka Stuff, says, I'm wearing my elephant boxers. If I get to 75 subs, I won't post pictures of the trunk. Don't threaten us. Don't threaten us, Phil. Kage says, Steven, if you have elephant toe, see a doctor. Yeah, you know what? You probably should. Steven, sorry, Molly, I'll be good. Try to, anyways. Yeah, I appreciate the effort. I do. Steven, I'm diving in, Kage. Yay, I get another drink. Oh my gosh, it's been 41 minutes already. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Steven says, whoop whoop, time flies when you're having fun. I'm not familiar with time flies. Are those the really big ones? Are those the kind of flies that Maddie ties? Sanal says, Steven has a collection of nature animals, I see. Sir Bonks-a-lot, aka Addison, says, Mom Dog. Hey, Addison, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you. Phil says, Steven, Molly's frogs say that time's fun when you're having flies. Yeah, that was so bad it was almost good. Andy, hey Andy, hi and welcome. Andy says, hi Mom Dog. Steven's laughing. Sanal says, hello Addison. Russ says, time flies when you are streaming, Molly. It does. Sanal says, hello Andy. Addison says, hey Sanal. Andy says, hi Sanal, good to see you. Addison says, Mom Dog like Snoop Dogg. Oh, Snoop Dogg. Oh, gotcha. Mom Dog like Snoop Dogg. Gotcha. I'm not nearly as cool as he is, but I appreciate the compliment. Sanal says, likewise, Andy. Billy. Hey, Billy. Billy's still here. He's lurking. Sanal says, hello, Billy Bob. Russ says, hi, Billy. Mudlark says, hello, Billy Bob the fish keeper. Can you guys hear the cars? Now that I said that, there's no cars going by. Hey, Dylan. Dylan says, how's the stream doing after all that rain? Well, I really didn't get much, but we'll go take a look and hear in just a little bit. Russ says, bow, wow, wow. Molly Dog's in the MF house. Andy says, I bet you're more cooler than Snoop. Aw, that's sweet of you, but no, I'm totally not. Artsy's here. Hey, Artsy. Artsy says, hey, Mom Dog, and chat. Steven says, you're cooler than the other side of the pillow, Molly. Thank you. That probably. I'm cool. Yeah, I'm cooler than the other side. That's about my speed, yeah. Sanal says, hello, Artsy. Artsy says, hello, Sanal. Sanal says, Steven, I thought you left yourself to sleep. Billy says, hey, West Country. And Billy says, hey, BGN. Russ says, hi, Dylan. Steven said, it's only happened once. Dylan says, hey, Russ. Okay. Anybody want a tour and see if we got any water in the little tiny creek down there? Should we go for a walk? See if I can do this without snapping off the... I need to get a better holder. Ow, and also it would help if I didn't pinch my finger in it. Or drop you guys. This is going so well so far. Okay. Oh, there's a big... Oh, I think that's a dragonfly. Okay, here we go. Oh, there's a little tiny... Let me see if I can... It's not showing up on camera here. There's a little tiny trickle. See that kind of darker, shiny area? That's the water. I'm afraid I'll fall if I go down there. If I try to go down there. Jalen says these plants are going to be a chore to prep, and yes, yeah, I know. I don't envy you there, Dylan, but free plants. I mean, free plants. How can you beat that? Steven says my barrel spinning keeps me up and ready. Oh. TMI. TMI. Phil says, no, I'll get motion sick. Okay, well, I'll put you guys back in the holder then. Don't want to make Phyllis, the princess, all motion sick. Just kidding, I love you, Phil. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Oh, wow. I totally lost my place, guys. I'm so sorry. Okay, I found it. And he says, well, Mom Dog just popped in to hit the like and say hi. Have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you, Andy. Appreciate you. Billy says, please don't drop us. Yeah, if I dropped you down there, I know it doesn't look like it on camera, but there's a fairly steep incline that goes down to the creek. And yeah, if I fell down there, I'd probably never get back up. Russ says, did that drop kill the worms, or did that dip kill the worms, Dylan? Phil says, you too, Andy. Steven says, did y'all know dragonflies have the highest success rate in the animal kingdom, over 90% kill rate? What do they kill, Steven? Because there's a couple around here. Please tell me they kill wasps. Steven says, very nice view. Thank you. Sanal says, Steven, no, I don't. Billy says, watch for snakes. If I find a snake, I'm keeping it as a pet. Artsy says, I didn't know that. Reneghost says, back, fed and watered. Welcome back, Reneghost. Sanal says, hello, Reneghost. Russ says, I wish I had a backyard like this. Aw. Well, you can borrow mine anytime. In fact, I'm thinking about putting up some shorts of just some of the views. Artsy says, right, this is beautiful. Renego says, hi, Sanal. Phil says, Mom doggy dog. I closed eyes. It's all good. Well, now you tell me after I put everybody back in the holder. Steven says, only one poisonous snake in Michigan. Rattlesnake. All others are fine. We have rattlesnakes here? Oh, well, I'd probably still keep it as a pet. Mudlark says, right, I gonna go, came to support you, see you all soon. Nice room. Thank you, Mudlarks. I appreciate you coming in. Appreciate you. Hope you have a great day. Renego says, I would have a hammock and tarp up there in no time if it didn't have a gammy hip. Oh, I got a bad hip too. Although, you know what? I have seriously thought about I'll take you out of the holder here just for a minute. I have thought about putting, if you can see, in between these two trees right here, I've thought about putting a hammock. You know, like one of those chair hammocks. But I don't know if I'm allowed to, since technically it's part of a state park. So, oh, now you guys are crooked. Okay, there we go. Sanal says, take care, West Country. Mudlark says, you too, Sanal. Phil says, you were at me getting motion sickness. Okay. You were at me getting motion sick. All right, Phil, if you say so. Renego says, bye, West Country. Renego says, bye. Mudlark says, hey there, Renego. See you. California Dreamin'. Hey, good to see you. Welcome and hello. Russ says, bye, West Country. Jazz, hey, good to see you, Jazz. How are you? Jazz says, like done. I appreciate you, Jazz. Love you. Mudlark says, bye, BGN Aquariums. which is Russ. Sanal says, hello, Tori. Is Tori California Dreamin'? California Dreamin' says, hey, Sanal. Carl, good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping in. Carl, who is our Irish viewer, says, good evening, everyone. Jazz says, BGN, I subbed, like, and commented. Appreciate you, Jazz. You're a sweetheart. BGN is also Russ. He's like a brother to me. Appreciate you subbing to him and supporting him. I appreciate that greatly. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here doing this live stream now. Sanal says, hello, Carl. Wait, Carl? Oh, yeah, Carl. I just said hi to Carl. I was like, did I miss Carl? Jazz says, hello, amazing people. Dylan says, they were in the bottom of the bucket after aggressive shaking them, so they got a salt bath, and it killed them all, but getting ready to bleach dip. What percentage are you using, Dylan, of bleach? Just out of curiosity. Steven says, bunch of annoying insects like wasps, mosquitoes, gnats, flies, stuff like that. Yeah. Are you seeing those too? Or are we talking about something else? Because I'm just trying to keep them out of my ears and my mouth. Russ says, do you get snakes there? Yeah. We do get spiders as well, Russ. Spiders, not so happy about. We get some big ass spiders. I mean, good. They're called wood spiders, and they're huge, and they have these beefy legs. And ugh, I'm gonna stop talking about them now because I'm creeping myself out. And just to pay you back, Russ, a mono shrimp legs. Just kidding, Russ. Steven says, yes, we have rattlesnakes here. Mudlark says, I'm gone now, LOL. Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you. Jazz says, Steven, I sub, but it won't let me comment. Steven, how rude. You turned off your comments? I'm just kidding. Steven says, I've got a bad back. Hip and leg, can't walk more than a mile or two. Well, that's further than I can walk, Steven. That's further. I had my pelvis twisted at one point in my early 20s. And yeah. Also, I was pregnant at the time. So yeah, I have just a slight amount of back pain. Steven says, thank you, Jazz. Weird it won't let you comment. I know, Steven. You need to stop doing that. You need to just let her comment. I mean, come on. Jazz is good people. Renego said, had hip replacement 2 years ago, waiting on a second one now. Ouch. I feel ya. I'm just about there. So I hear ya, and I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Russ said, I said that on my live before, Stephen, and everyone started plotting my demise. Russ, we love you. We don't want you to suffer. Jazz says, love you back. Stephen says, Jazz subbed and commented. Phil says, Jazz checked you out and liked and commented. Actually, it says Jax. So, did you mean Jazz, Phil? Did you check out Jazz's channel, or did you just come in here to tell us that you subscribed to some random person? We need to know. Ooh, dragonfly. Let me see if I can get him out for you guys. Oh, shoot. He left. Sorry. He's a pretty blue, though. Close your eyes, Phil. There you go. Okay. Russ says, thanks, Molly. Renego says, these Irish are not to be trusted. Oh, that's right, Reneghost. You're in Ireland too, aren't you? Phil says, I meant Jazz. Okay. Because I was going to say, that's awful rude to just come into my live and be like, hey, I subscribe to some random person. Congratulations. Jazz says, Reneghost, I subbed, liked, and commented. Appreciate you, Jazz. I love it when you guys subscribe to each other. Carl says, hi, Molly. Hi again, Carl. How you doing? Billy says, is laughing at Reneghost. Jazz says, Steven, I was told because I am manager mod, so I can comment on videos, but not shorts. Really? Because I'm managing mod on somebody's channel, and I can comment on their shorts. I can also time out other mods. It's kind of fun. Steven says, the bugs are what the dragonflies eat, Molly. Oh. Well, they need to start eating these wasps because I don't like them. Russ says, I don't do spiders. Freak me the hell out. I know you don't. I don't either. Jess says, Philly, oh my word. Or on my way. One of the two. Carl says, I know about that, Jazz. Steve says, oh, okay. You can comment on my live then, Jazz. Russ says, thanks, Jazz. Carl says, manager moderators can't comment on shorts. I can, though. And I mean, I'm not going to say who on whose channel or anything like that, but I know for a fact that I'm a managering mod, and I can comment on their shorts. Jazz says, Philly done like sub comment. Appreciate you, Jazz. Kage says, I'm listening to 3 lives right now. I'm so proud of you right now, Kage. You're after my own heart. I appreciate you. Steven says, good to know. I'm managing mod for 2 people. Steven, are you able to comment on their shorts? Tuxedo Cat Mom. Are all these comments moderators? Well, hello and welcome, Tuxedo Mom. No, not everybody's a moderator. People that I've seen around and that I know and that I trust, I make moderators. If you're not a moderator, it just means I don't know you very well yet. That's all that means. But if you'd like, you can ask one of the moderators to put your link in the chat so that we can all subscribe to you. Jazz says, Stephen, OMW, let's see. On my way? Philly says, Jazz, thank you. Tuxedo Cat Mom, what is the channel about? I'm trying to clear out my mind because I just saw some guy with a toilet seat covered in doo-doo around his neck driving a car on his head and combing his hair with a gigantic comb, singing vroom vroom piggy on a loop repetitively like a crazy man. I am so sorry that you saw that, Tuxedo Cat Mom. That sounds highly traumatizing. I am so sorry that you had to see that. Yep, exactly what Russ said. Moderators are trusted members, Tuxedo. Jazz says, Steven, I think it worked. Phil says, I'm old. I turned 14 and everything started hurting. Yeah, you're just a baby, Phil. Just so you guys know, Phil's like a couple of years younger than me. So I like to tease him about being a baby. Steven says, we are the bestest of the best if our names are blue. That, well, not necessarily, because it just means I don't know them yet. I mean, that's all that means. Bisay, hey, good to see you. Bisay says, hey, Mom Dog, how are you? Carl says, I'm surprised that the changes haven't happened here. Oh, you mean how people's names have the at in front of them? Or have their at names rather than their actual names in chat? Is that what you mean, Carl? Steven says, whoop, whoop, Jazz, thank you. Carl says, I'm Irish. You are, and we appreciate you being here from Ireland, Carl. Billy says, hi, Bisay. Jazz says, Fishing Geek sub, liked, and commented. Appreciate you, Jazz. You're the best. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, oi, don't be talking trash about the Irish. Nobody's talking trash about the... Who's talking trash about the Irish? My real name is Molly, and I am part Irish. Molly's an Irish name, just in case anybody didn't know. No, yeah, there's no talking. Well, there's no trash talking at all on my channel. I don't like that. Jazz says, Mom Dog, I'm so confused about all this. I'm learning. Here, Jazz, you are awesome. You are awesome. We appreciate you. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, we love our potatoes. What of it? Yeah. What of it? What the hell is wrong with that? Steven says, I like timing out the blue people. Dylan says, I have a pet jumping spider. Ah, Dylan. I could have gone my whole life and not known that and been happy. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, I want a pet jumping spider. You know what? You can have one. I do not want it. I do not want one. Thank you. Phil says hi. He's hanging out in the background, sounds like. Billy says, yeah, managing mods can't comment on shorts. But I have, though. I have. I'll have to go back and double check, but I have. I have a few jumping spiders. Feed them flies I catch. Well, I mean, that's a good way to get rid of flies. Tracy says, I can't comment on Russ shorts. Really? Well, that just doesn't make any sense. Dylan says, I buy my fruit flies. You know what? For my betas, I buy wingless fruit flies sometimes. Jazz says, Kage. Did I miss Kage? Did I miss Kage? I don't see Kage. Kage, if I missed you, I'm sorry. It was unintentional, spider. Hang on. It's dead. Okay, life can continue. Renego says, hi, Philly. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, what's wrong with the moderators commenting on the shorts? Less shenanigans with more moderators? I think it's just a glitch with YouTube. Billy says, I was managing Mon on Jack's... on Jack's channel and couldn't comment on his shorts. Really? That's weird. Dylan says, I need to pick more plants. I'm not liking the amount I have right now, but finishing up these ones before getting more. That's a good idea, Dylan. I wholeheartedly support that plan. Steven says, I'm not sure. I know I've commented on at least one person's shorts that I'm a big mod on. A big mod. Bisay says, my managing mods can't comment on my shorts. Hey from Grand Rapids, beautiful day. Hello from Spring Lake. Kage says, Tuxedo, the kitty is beautiful. Jazz put up, it looks like Jazz put up Tuxedo Cat Mom's link. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate you. Guys, go ahead and subscribe to her. Word has it that she's got a cool cat. Check out her feline. I didn't know how to say that without somebody. Anyway, yeah. Some people have dirty minds. Renego says, oh, I've seen that guy. He's a weirdo. Repeats himself over and over with a poo lining around his neck. Really? That's horrifying. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, thanks. He's my rescue hospice baby that decided to fight for his life and survived. Oh, I love those stories. He ended up saving my life as well. Oh, that's just one of the, I've got to pen that. That is just, oh wow, I'm really far behind on chat. I'm sorry, guys. Where was I? I am so sorry I missed so much chat, guys. Oh, there I am. Phil says, I don't know why I'm a moderator. I certainly shouldn't be trusted. Phil, I can always unmod you if you want. Just let me know. Or hell, just act up and then I'll unmod you. Kage says, aw, Tux, that's cute. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, yeah, I'm just going to hide out here and recover my brain cells from vroom vroom piggy nonsense. Yeah, you poor thing. I am so sorry that you had to see that. That's traumatizing. Carl says, correct. Jazz says, Billy Bob done like sub comment. Appreciate you. Steven says, same Philly. I talked about barrels and putting people in them. Bisay says, slanty? I'm not sure what that is. Sorry, Bisay. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, Phil, I'm a millennial and everything is going to snap, crackle, pop. LOL. I don't want to hear it. Phil says, Steven, LOL. Jazz says, Bisay, I subbed, liked, and commented. Appreciate you, Jazz. Jazz is so awesome. Tuxedo Cat says, where is this beautiful forest we are seeing? This is Michigan in the USA, and this is actually in my backyard. Message deleted by Jazz. View deleted message. Oh, sorry. I'm just reading out everything for Cito, I saw that live with the toilet. It was crazy. LOL, I subbed, liked, and commented to you. I subbed, liked, and commented to you, hun. Appreciate you, Jazz. Phil says, Tuxedo, I'm beyond snap, crackle, pop. My body goes crash, bang, boom. Tuxedo Mom says, oh, thanks, Jazz. Jazz says, Molly, what I learned was you can comment on shorts if you're, on a computer. Oh, okay, that explains it, because I do comment on his shorts on a computer. That explains it. Thank you. Billy says, thank you, Jazz, and sub back and left a comment so it sticks. Tracy says, I reckon he's secretly blocked me from commenting. He wouldn't do that. He would threaten to, but he wouldn't do that. Tuxedo Cat Mom said, airplane. Dang, that thing is low. Anyway, before the airplane rudely interrupted, Tuxedo Cat Mom was saying, my doctor told me I had to completely cut up potatoes for health reasons. And I looked at him sideways and I said, I'm Irish. You want to try that again? Oh, cut out potatoes. Steven subbed to Cat Mom. Thank you. Appreciate you. Cat Mom says, oh, thanks for all the subs, y'all. Yeah, I appreciate it too, guys. I love it when you guys sub up. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, my cat eats flies. My cat eats imaginary flies and plastic. Steven says, ooh, hey, Molly, I'll catch y'all later. Whoop, whoop. Oh, Nikki is live. Gonna go drop in on her chat. Y'all have a wonderful day. You're probably long gone, Steven, but thanks for being here anyway. Dylan says, I have identified 2 of the plants found. One is eelgrass and the other is a form of floating pondweed. Neat, Dylan. Cat Mom says, I'm 3rd generation Irish American. My great-grandfather was 12 when he came over via Ellis Island. The British decided they would burn our uncles. Am I reading this right? Burn our uncles in the barn, so my family is just like, okay, time to go. Oh, how horrifying. Yeah, I'm glad you all came over. Phil says, Tuxedo's cat is cool and he has a cute feet. Aw, I'll have to check him out. All of you guys that are here today, I don't typically go around asking for subs, but I'm trying to hit 300 subs. If you're not subscribed, please think about it. I'm not gonna beg, but if you want to, it'd be awesome. If not, I won't hold it against you. And back to chat. Jazz said, Tracy, I subbed, liked, and commented. Appreciate you, Jazz. You're so awesome. Cat Mom says, thanks. His name is David Mike. He has a music symbol on his nose and yin yang balls. Did I read that right? Yin yang balls. And Kage says, some people have dirty minds. Molly is some people. I am some people. Kage is not wrong. Tracy says, thanks, Jazz, returned. Daisy May! Hey, Kelly, how are you, girl? Kelly says, Molly, hey. Jazz says, Daisy May. Phil says, yin yang balls. I never thought I'd hear that. Well, yeah. Stick around. And Kelly says, Daisy May says, hi, Kage. Daisy May says, hi, Tracy. Hi, Philly. Kage says, I'm half lurking. I half appreciate, no, I fully appreciate you, Kage. Phil says, hi, Daisy. Tracy's, hey, Phil, if you haven't subscribed to Daisy May, you're going to want to. I know you like to hang out in chats. You will love her chat. And she streams every day. Maddie's here. Ah, Maddie is the other reason that I stream. I wouldn't be doing this without Maddie. Maddie helped me get my very first 50 subs so that I could start doing lives. So if you like this, please check out The Heartless Highlander. I knew you were going to do this to me, Maddie. Ach, ei, fuja our Dana Day. Did I get that close? Molly, I can read perfectly. Molly, I can pronounce. Akaifu our day in a day. Am I close? Jace, hey, like done. Appreciate you, Jace. Thank you for popping in. Cat Mom said, Michigan. I was adopted, but my entire birth family is from Michigan. Oh, neat. Oh, that is kismet. Russ says, I've just spent the last few minutes subbing everyone here. Oh, Russ, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Leave comments too so that anybody who hasn't subbed you can sub back. Jay says, greetings all. Kage says, hey Daisy May. Carl says, I can't see Jazz. Carl, are you on top chat or live chat? It might, if it's set to top chat, that may be why you can't see it. See her. I'm so sorry, Jazz. Jay says, Daisy, Kage, Maddie, Jazz, Carl. Maddie says, Jace, brother. Jazz says, Heartless, hello. The Heartless Highlander says, hi, Jazz. Artsy says, hi, Maddie. Tri says, I am back. Welcome back, Tri. Carl says, I get very few new subscribers. I'm sorry to hear about that, Carl, but you know what? You guys should check out Carl. He's from Ireland, and he streams every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern, which is 8 p.m. British BST, which I think is British Summertime. I want to say British Standard Time, but I know that's American. Please check him out. Kage says, guys, 2 more subs to 300. Let's go. Oh, really? Let's see if I can get to 300. Jazz says, Jace, done, like, sub, comment. Appreciate you, Jazz. Tri says, hey, brother. Hey, brother Maddie. Jay says, I went to the doctor with a big lump in my trousers. He asked me to drop my pants and said, you got a steering wheel in your pants? I said, it's driving me nuts. Oh, that was bad. That was bad. But I'll give it a little chuckle. Tuxedo Mom says, he also eats strings. Ate half of his fishing pole toy. That was a fun vet visit. Yeah, I actually used to work for a vet. And yeah, Dr. Evil likes to eat string as well. Dr. Evil's my cat. He likes to eat string, and he also likes to eat cords. Fortunately, I know enough first aid that I didn't have to take him to the vet, but yeah, that was not a fun bonding moment. Kage says 3 more. That's weird. Somebody unsubscribed. It's Alan here. I'll bet that was Alan. Artsy said, I had a cat, they used to eat Q-tips and dryer sheets. Yes, Dr. Evil, especially used Q-tips, he will pick them out of the trash. Ugh. I don't know what's wrong with him. Tri says, when did you come back, Maddie? Maddie says, Tribe Vlogs, hi brother. Artsy brother. Jay says, thanks Jazz, we'll return to you also. Appreciate you guys. Tribe Vlogs is giving hugs. Kage says, Maddie. Artsy says, hey Maddie, hope you're doing well, brother. Cat Mom says, yes, you are reading it right. Wow. Maddie says, I'm good, Artsy bro. Jazz says, Carl, you can't see me. Maddie says, Kage, hi. Jay says, 300, blah, blah. Let's get you to 1K. I will post your link in my community. Oh, thank you, Jace. That's so sweet of you. I appreciate you. Cat Mom, yep, you read that. Did I already read that? Yep, you read that right. He has yin-yang balls. That is awesome. That is hilarious. Trivlog says, just keep going live, Mom Dog, and it will all work out. the more you visit and connect and join others' lives, the more people will connect to you. You are so, that's so true. And also how you meet the most awesome people in the world. I am so lucky. I have the best people in the world in my chat. Jazz says, Molly and anyone amazing, please email me so I can share my great supportive group so I can get your subs up. Was amazing people that will support you. Oh, Jazz, you are too sweet. You are too sweet. Trivlog says, just keep visiting lives of different people and soon you will see the numbers getting high, Mom Dog. Jazz says groups. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. Billy says, Maddie, cheers. My chat froze. Please don't freeze. There we go. Phil says, I'm pretty sure I subbed to Daisy. Jazz says, and thank you, Phil. Jazz says, Jace, amazing. Troy Vlog says, is giving hugs and love. Maddie says, Billy, brother. Troy says, how many fishes we got today, brother Maddie? Maddie says, Troy Vlog's only 3. Oh, well, 3 is better than none, right? Troy says, one small one, keep for me, please, Maddie. A small one. Just a small one. Maddie says, sure, Troy. Daisy May says, hi, Maddie. Jazz says, artsy, hey. Maddie says, Kelly, with love. Trivlog says, thanks a lot, Jazz. We'll connect back. I think that's supposed to say shortly in 6 hours. Jazz says, Carl Bell on for you. Oh, appreciate you, Jazz. Appreciate you. TJ, hey, hello and welcome. Good to see you. TJ says, hello all. Daisy May is giving love. Appreciate you, Daisy. Love you. Actually, Kelly, sorry. Actually, anybody that doesn't know, Daisy May is actually her beautiful dog who is so freaking cute. I don't know how Kelly stands it. I would just die. I don't know. I don't know how she stands it. TJ says summertime. Yes, it is. Trivlogs is giving love and hugs. Appreciate that. Maddie's giving love to TJ. Tuxedo Mom says, I need Heartless Highlander and Carl's channels. I'm not tech savvy and I'm having trouble finding y'all. Could y'all post your links, please? Maddie and Carl, could you please post your links to your channel? TJ says, Frilly. Jazz says, 300 subs. Yay. Do I really have 300 subs? Is there a way for me to check while I'm still live and not cut you guys off? Well, actually, you guys would be able to see it. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys. Try says, we need to have more lives, Mom Dog. Many new peoples will also join. I'm actually thinking about doing an extra live next week because it's the 4th of July and I have the 4th of July off. And then I'm actually getting out of work early the day before. So I could possibly do 2 extra lives. So I'm seriously thinking about doing that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. See how things go. Also, do visit other people's lives too. Their visitors will connect to you too, Mom Dog. That's true. That's very true. And that's how I got as big as I am now. I mean, that's how I got to 300. And I appreciate every one of you guys. Cat Mom says, well, hundreds of dollars later, the vet told me that they couldn't find the string. Oh my God. And that David had most likely digested or thrown it up somewhere in my room. Oh. Carl says, goodbye. Oh. Goodbye, Carl. Have a good day. Thank you for joining us. Hope you come back. I'll see you on Thursday. Jazz says, I just started my channel almost 2 months ago. You know what, Jazz? I just started doing lives about a month ago. I think this is, yeah, a month ago. I just started doing lives a month ago. So I'm really new too. So we can commiserate together, Jazz. Try says, when you visit others' live streams, their visitors have high chance to connect to you too. That's true. And I love it. I love it when people come to my streams and meet new people and get new subs. Ed. Hey, Ed. Ed says, hey, Molly. How are you doing, Ed? Josh. Hey. Josh says, hello. Hello, Josh. How are ya? Jazz says, TJ, hi. Try says, take care, guys. Bye-bye. Need to hit the bed now. You sleep well, Try. Thank you for stopping in, and you sleep well. Good night. Maddie says, hi, bro. Try, bro. Take care. Phil says, we should all stop chatting for a few so Molly can catch up. I don't typically use catch up, but thank you, Phil. Jazz says, try, with hearts. Carl says, actually bawling crying here. What's the matter, Carl? What's wrong? Jazz says, Red Ed, like done, like, sub, comment. Appreciate you, Jazz. TJ is posting Carl's link. Appreciate you. Maddie, I think that's you posted your link. Appreciate you. Ed, I'm at work, just dropping to like and show a little support. Appreciate you, Ed. I appreciate you so much. Chloe, caught you live. Hope you're having a good... Chloe, oh, I'm so honored to have you here. How are you? Oh, thank you so much for coming in. I just love Chloe. Chloe has the best laugh. You cannot hear Chloe laugh and not feel happy inside. I mean, she has the best laugh. Thank you so much for dropping in, Chloe. Cat Mom says, Heartless Highlander and TJ's work in progress. I got you both sub. You appreciate you, Cat Mom. Thank you, Tuxedo Cat Mom. Jazz says, Chloe, I subbed, liked, but can't comment. Huh, that's weird. TJ says, thank you, Tuxedo. Chloe says, thank you, Jazz. Oh, really? That's strange. Jazz says, sending my love to you all. Phil says, Chloe, I am very proud to sub and support your channel. Phil, Chloe is Maddie's wife. Maddie is in case you forgot, is the Heartless Highlander. Hey, Aries. Hey, how you doing? Aries says, hello, momdog72. We caught your stream. Hooray. I appreciate you. I'm glad you did. Thanks for dropping in. Phil says, Molly, you're all caught up. Yes, thank you. Chloe says, thank you, Philly. I got you back. Appreciate it, Chloe. We're trying to get him to 50 subs. TJ says, yay, all done and caught up. Aries says, doing great. Have a very nice day. You as well. Appreciate you stopping in. I'm going to take a drink here real quick, guys, because my throat's turning inside out. Also, it probably wouldn't kill me to stay hydrated. Okay, where was I? Thank you, Philly. Got you back. Yay, all done and caught up. Have a very nice day. You have a nice day too, Ari. Thank you for dropping in. Carl says, I've gone through a tremendous time on YouTube. Carl, I would love to have as many views as you have on your videos. I would give anything. Your lives have so many more views than mine do. I hope to get there someday, Carl. Phil says, Molly, didn't remember names. That's silly. Mine keeps changing. Okay, well, Maddie is the Heartless Highlander. Sean, hey! Or Sean. Pete. Pete. Pete is Shawi. SHAWY. Afternoon, Molly. Hope all is well. Thank you so much for dropping in, Pete. Appreciate you. Rusty, hey. Good to see you. Rusty says, Mom Dog, hey. Jazz says, I'm happy to support everyone here. You're so sweet, Jazz. You're just the sweetest. Ari says, hello, Philly Wonka, a.k.a. Stuff, at Carl Shell Transport, at Shawi, Pete, at TJ, at Chloe. Jazz says, Pete, I subbed. Jazz says, Aries World, hi. Chloe says, Molly, I have to say, I was looking for you on my feed and couldn't find you as I heard Maddie listening to you, so I had to search your name. Lo and behold, YouTube had me unsubbed. Yeah, I wondered because I lost 2 subs recently, and I was like, that's weird. I mean, I wasn't, upset about it, but yeah, what the heck is going on with YouTube? Didn't it unsub you from Maddie too? Philly says, hi, Ari. Jazz says, you will get there, Molly. Thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. TJ says, I will sub back tomorrow, setting up my live for tonight. Nice, TJ. I'll drop in. Rusty says, Jazz, hey. Jazz says, Rusty, how are you, hun? Aries World says, you will definitely get there, momdog72. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Phil says, I hate my phone's autocorrupt. Rusty says, doing good. Aries says, Jazz, hooray. Aries says, YouTube has been doing some weird stuff, like the chat has been weird in some other live stream with the profile names. Yeah, with like the @ symbol instead of the name, like the @ name instead of the actual live name. That's, yeah, I hope they get rid of that because that's annoying. TJ says, I got unsubbed from 2 of my regular streams. Oh, that sucks. Chloe says, was so annoying. Like, that, what's YouTube doing? Yeah, it unsubbed me from Maddie too. Hate to see who else it's done it to. Right? Real strange. Yeah, I don't know what their deal is. Ari says, yes, exactly. The @ name instead of the actual name. Weird, yeah. And it's confusing because not everybody's @ name is the same as their regular name. Tuxedo Cat Mom says, thanks, he's my rescue hospice baby. Aw. Oh my goodness. Holy dog snot. 49 likes. Thank you guys so much. That's my new record. Thank you guys so much. Tracy says 50, Molly. Mine does show 50. Jazz says, not to be repetitive, but everyone looking to grow their channel. I have great support groups and I am open to share with great people. So please email me and I'll share the information. Appreciate you, Jazz. Chloe says 50 likes on my side. Yeah, I see 50 now too. I appreciate you guys so much. 51? Oh my God. Mike the Bike Dasher. Hey, Mike the Bike Dasher says, Henwo, friends. Henwo? I'm pronouncing that badly. I can do heckin' dope, though. Good to see you, Mike. How you doing? Travis, hey, good to see you. I just missed a chat. Jazz said not to be repetitive, but everyone... Oh. I did see that, and I missed my... Oh, I'm so sorry, Mike. Where was I now? Mike the Bike Dasher says, Henwo, Chloe. Aries World says, Jazz, you are awesome, my friend. She is. She really is. Carl says, don't join group, Jazz. Why not, Carl? That could really help you. I mean, that could really help you. Maddie says, Mike, buddy. Jazz says, I'm almost to 2K subs in almost 2 months. Wow. I've worked very hard finding amazing people. Well, kudos to you, Jazz. Wow. Congratulations. Travis says, I stopped in and got the like button. I appreciate you, Travis. Thank you so much. You have a fantastic day. Mike the Bike Dasher says, Henwo, heartless Highlander. He's not heartless, though. He's not heartless. Although he'll argue with you if you tell him he's not. Billy says, Mike. Mike says, Henwo, Billy Bob. Chloe says, Billy Bob. Fun, happy, fun, funny, happy. Said hi. Hey, I'm glad you're still with us. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you. Mike the Bike Dasher, I'm doing fine. Worked and filmed for a short earlier. How's Error Buddy? How is Error Buddy? That's a good question, Mike the Bike Dasher. Jazz. Carl, it's not groups like that, hun. It's great people who help other people. Aries, you're amazing too. You really are. Everybody here is amazing. Truly. Jazz says, Aries, you're amazing too. I just read that too, didn't I? Chloe says, Travis, hey. Travis says, Chloe, hello. Chloe says, got your back, Travis. Angel Rose, hello and welcome. Angel Rose says, hi. Travis says, Chloe, I subbed and commented. Thank you, Travis. Aries says, thank you so much, Jazz. We are subbed to you and keep up the great work. Being part of a good community is amazing. It really is. It's everything. Chloe says, he's a gob. Our Maddie is. I got your meaning, Chloe. Angel Rose is waving hi. Hello. Thank you for dropping in. Carl says, I don't have a public email, Jazz. Are you able to email somebody, though? Travis says, good, and the weather is good. Good. That's always nice. Jazz says, Carl, I'll make a post for everyone. As I think of it, that would be easier for everyone. Actually, you know what? That would. Jazz, you are so thoughtful. Travis says, Jazz, I sub and commented. Appreciate you guys. Addison said, Chloe says, thanks, Travis. I appreciate that. Addison says, the elvish bonk travels with Travis. Says, welcome, my friend. Jazz says, I'll do the post a little later for sure. Appreciate that. All right, sorry, taking a drink here. Holy dog snot, 52 likes. Oh my gosh. Thank you guys so much. I can't even. Jez says, I'll do the post a little while later for sure. We appreciate that. Kage says, Addison, you want to play Blitz later? I don't know what Blitz is. Is that Fortnite or Siege? Because Fortnite gives me a little bit of anxiety, to be honest. I'm not sure if I want to watch it, so please warn me. Billy says, the heat is on here. Yeah, I bet. Billy lives in Texas. What is it there, Billy? Chloe says, 53 likes, Molly. Fab. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much. Chloe says, either it's hot, Billy, or your barbecue is on. Yeah, how close are you standing to your barbecue there? TJ says, 53. Hey, yay. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Jess says, Travis, I subscribed and commented on your post. Kage says, Blitz is Fortnite. Okay, so I almost guessed right. Jazz says, people watching, click the emojis to the right. Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know what that does, but it looks cool, right? Kage says, how come it gives you anxiety? I don't know. It's not the shooting, because they're shooting in Fortnite. But I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Billy says, close to 100. Oh my gosh. Billy, be safe, please. Carl says, I can't go live until Allie comes back. All right, so are you going to be live this Thursday then, Carl? Chloe says, wow, Billy, that's warm. I'd melt, haha. Yeah, especially poor Chloe is pregnant, and I don't know. You men probably haven't been pregnant in the heat before. Being in the heat when you're pregnant is like 10 times worse than just being in the heat. Jess says, Molly, from what I learned when they checked the emojis to the right, it does help your algorithm. Oh, appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know, Jazz. Billy's melting over there. Jess says, I only did 2 lives, so for my second live, when everyone was in the chat talking to each other and clicking the emojis to the right, I got 4,000 views. Holy cow. Jazz says, I'm trying to learn everything. Yeah, it sounds like it. I'll definitely, if I have questions, I'm going to come to you for sure. Sounds like you know what you're doing. TJ says, they are classed as engagement. Like them. Oh, YouTube liked them. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, TJ. Yeah, I wondered why you were yelling there, TJ, but I was like, hey, appreciate you anyway. Carl says, Allie should be there for me on Thursday. Perfect. I'm glad, because I want to be there and see your live on Thursday there, Carl. Meet Patel. Hello and welcome. Where are you from? I am in Michigan in the U.S. Where are you from? Chloe says, Maddie thinks his whiskey and food belly comes close to being pregnant. Yeah, no, it's so not the same thing. I mean, there's a big difference between, you don't have the hormones when you're fat. You just, you don't have, you know, Chloe, you know. Ari says, gotta go for now. Have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. You have a fantastic weekend. Carl says, just got you, TJ. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate you. Billy says, is laughing at Chloe. TJ says, thank you, Carl. Meet Meet Patel says, I'm from India. Well, welcome. Meet Patel says, why are you not show face? I'm just not ready to do that yet. I will eventually. Billy says, been to Michigan about 15 years ago for a 420 party. Yeah, probably Lansing, I believe, is where they have the big 420 party. Jess says, Molly, you are more than welcome to email me anytime. Yep, I appreciate you. I will. I absolutely will email you. And I appreciate you, Jazz. Edison, did I hear 420 party? Yeah, every April 20th, there's a big, I believe they call it Hash Bash. It happens in Lansing every year. In fact, they did this before it was legal in this state. Billy said it was Grand Rapids. Oh, really? I didn't know they had one in Grand Rapids. I think I'm thinking of the big one that they used to have before it was legal. Carl says, you have more people in your chat than I get, Molly. Well, Carl, I support a lot of people too, and I think that's why people come to me, is because I support them, and so they support me as well. You need to get in more chats, Carl. Subscribe to people. Leave messages so that they can subscribe back to you, and you'll get more people. I mean, you're a very likable guy, Carl. Chloe says, right, Molly. Laughing, I woke up with round ligament pain in my side. Oh, ouch. I've been there. I'm so sorry, honey. In my side last night, and as I tried to move, my hip on the left-hand side just popped, was sore as anything. Yeah, I hear ya. I've been there too. I mean, I think your pregnancy's got to be harder than any of my four, but yeah, I mean, you poor thing. I feel for you. I feel for you. Billy says it was at a friend's house. Oh, you have a friend in Grand Rapids, Billy? You should visit and bring fish. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Billy said, I've been subbed to Carl's channel for a while. Appreciate you, Billy. Appreciate you. It is really nice out here today. Chloe says, this is definitely the hardest one of the 5 pregnancies. Oh my gosh, bless your heart. Sciatica up to my butt cheek. I bet. Oh, I still have sciatica. That is nasty stuff. I am so sorry. Back pain. I can imagine your back pain. Child's terrorizing me already. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how early they do that, isn't it? Jazz says, people watching, click the emojis to the right as many times as possible to help her algorithm. Thank you so much, Jazz. Appreciate you. Carl says, I won't go into live streams anymore unless Allie or Diana is around. I've gone too much trouble with certain channels. Gotcha. I mean, you know what your tolerance is. You know what you can handle and what you can't, Carl. And I applaud you for that. It's always good to know what your limitations are. Chloe says, "Don't apologize. We got ourselves in this situation." Well, that's true, but I mean, I hate for you to be in pain. A New Year's piss up ain't happening again. Got me in trouble this year. Yeah. Yeah, but it'll be so worth it in the end. I hope you'll post well, I mean, I understand if you don't want to post pictures, but I hope you guys will at least message me some pictures of that baby. There, can you guys hear the traffic? TJ says agreed. Know your limits. You will get more confident with good channels. That's true. That's true. And why put up with negativity in your life? I mean, nobody should have to. Carl says, I'm on Messenger and no one talks to me. I'm sorry about that, Carl. Carl, I have my... Oh, you can't email, that's right. I will post... We'll figure something out, Carl, so that you can connect with me on Messenger. I'll talk to you. Chloe says, oh, absolutely. You'll get to see him. Oh, thank you. He may make an appearance on a live. that sounds like something that Maddie's son would do. Jordy will be born with a beard and an attitude. And a rock and roll wig. Maddie. Chloe says, don't worry, I'm on Messenger too, and no one talks to me either. I'm not mad about it. I prefer it that way. Yeah, I only get a couple of people that message me, and I like it that way too. And Maddie says, oh yeah. Jazz says, you have a great laugh, Molly. Oh, thank you, Jazz. I appreciate you. You should hear Chloe's laugh. Chloe has the best laugh. If he comes out with black curly hair that looks like that wig, I'll be well annoyed. Yeah, I would be too. I can't stop thinking of this little tiny baby with his unkept curly black wig. Carl says, Allie is going to play my new playlist. Oh, you have a playlist now, Carl? That's awesome. Maddie says, I'm off, Molly. Thanks for having me. No, thank you, Maddie, for coming in. Appreciate you. Jess is laughing. Chloe says, your laugh is fab, Molly. I love it. I appreciate you, Chloe. I still like your laugh better. You guys take care. I love you guys, and thank you so much for stopping in. Anybody who's interested, Maddie is going live in right now. Click on his link, and you can go check him out. He's going to be flying ties. He's going to be tying flies. TJ says, take care, Frilly. Chloe says, we love you, Molly. Oh, I love you guys too so much. TJ says, oh, good God, Chloe. Jazz says, Carl, I'll play your playlist. Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate that. Carl says, one of the people on Thursday's live stream helped me set it up. That is awesome. I am so glad to hear that, Carl. That's going to help you so much. Mary will play it too. Chloe says, TJ, can you imagine though? I'd literally get the clippers out. Right? I would be like, yeah, before we go home. Jess says, going to charge my phone. Stay amazing. All big hugs. Jazz, appreciate you. Big hugs back to you. You have a fabulous weekend. TJ said, that was me, Carl. Anna Marie is in the house. Anna says, Molly, so glad I was able to make it. I am too. Good to see you, Anna. Thank you so much for dropping in. Carl says, you and Fran Dasher TJ. Mike the Bike Dasher? Jess is giving love. Appreciate you, Jazz. You take care, honey. TJ says, yes, Fran as well. Oh my gosh, it's been 2 hours, hasn't it, here? Well, oh my gosh, 55 likes. Holy cow. I am so humbled. Thank you guys so much. Fran Phoenix. And I said, oh my God, Molly, you have 55 likes. Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, can you believe it, Anna? I can't believe it. I can't even believe it. So guys, Maddie is live. Should I keep going or should we end the live stream? Oh, hey, let's see if I can make a poll. Yeah, no, I can't figure out how to make a poll. Anna says, I absolutely can. You are so amazing. Oh, I love you, Anna. TJ says, I'm going to head over to Frilly's. Take care, all. Have a good one. See you over there, TJ. You take care. You have a great weekend. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and... Kumari, hey, how are you, girl? Hello. Good to see you. Thanks so much for dropping in. Carl says, it's easy to make a poll, Molly. It is? Rude, hey, how are you? Hello and welcome. It is easy to make a poll? Can you tell me how, Carl? Holy dog snot. 60 likes. Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much. Rude says hello. Rude, how are you? Carl says, of course I can. I appreciate you, Carl. $62, holy dog snot, oh my goodness. Thank you guys so much. Rude says hi to Carl. Rude says 62 likes. I am just floored. I don't know how to thank you guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I wish you guys could feel the breeze. It feels so good. Rude says hi to Kamari. Carl says, do you see the button where you add moderators? Yeah? Rude says 63. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys are just the best. Chloe said, I used a couple of my other channels to subscribe and like Molly Hunt. Oh, thank you so much, Chloe. You're just a doll. I love you. Rude says, nice spot. Thank you. This is my backyard. In fact, if I can do this without breaking my holder, you can see the very edge of the railing of my porch right there, my back porch. Rude, excuse me, Rude is saying hi to Chloe. Chloe said, shared you out too. Oh, Chloe, you're the sweetest. I appreciate you. Rude says, awesome. Chloe says, hey, Rude. Okay, Carl, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I still can't get over how many likes I got. I appreciate you guys so much. You got my previous record was 42. So you guys have blown that out of the water. You guys just rock. Alrighty, guys, I'm gonna head on over to Maddie's. I hope you guys will join me over there. Maddie tying flies is usually a good time, especially with Chloe laughing in the background. It's a good time. I highly recommend it. I'll see you guys over there. I want to thank absolutely everybody who came in today. Carl, Chloe, Maddie, Rude, TJ, Kamari, Anna, Jazz, Russ, Tracy. I know I'm missing people. I'm so sorry. I truly appreciate everybody that came in today. Everybody go forth and be kind. Hey Bruce, I'm just leaving, but thank you so much. I appreciate you. You have a fantastic weekend. Everybody go forth and be kind.